What is up, everybody? Welcome once again to the Unrelated Sports Podcast. According to Google, I'm Andy McConnell, and with me as always is my co-host, Mr. Cody Allstat. Cody, you should Google it. Yeah, just Google it. Yeah.
Perfect. Hi.
How are you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. I just went to a high school wrestling meet.
Who was it?
Decorah versus Wakan.
Who won?
Decorah won 70-6. Wakan won their last match, and it was 285 pounds. The kid from Decorah probably weighed about 200, and the kid from Wakan weighed 285. And it was like who was going to throw each other first, and then once the Wakan kid got on top, it was over.
Sounds like another match that I heard about over the weekend.
That was a meet.
Or meet. Sorry, that's what I meant.
It was a single match.
My bad. I'm sorry. I was trying to throw a little dig there, and obviously I failed.
I mean, are you a Hoosier fan in wrestling? Because let's talk about that.
Do they even have a wrestling team?
They do. They're Big Ten.
Okay.
The original Big Ten, the actual Big Ten actually has to all have a wrestling program.
Okay.
But that's it. The new schools don't.
So, just out of curiosity, in the wrestling world, what would be the equivalent of what Indiana just did in football?
I would say it would be Maryland coming out and winning the national championship in wrestling with 5 NCAA champs. Like a school that nobody ever, like, perennial last in the Big Ten, comes out of nowhere to get, I mean, that'd be like Kale becoming their head coach, really. But,
okay.
And they just, but you know, it'd be different than that, even like not with Kale, because Kale brings talent. Like Kale brought like all of his recruits that Iowa State followed him to Penn State, but they were all blue chip 5-star wrestlers. Like that'd be like taking. It's kind of like what Dan Gable used to do, honestly, where he'd take no-name wrestlers and turn them into national champs. Like, yeah, it's unheard of.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that last night after Indiana won the college football national championship, because that's been the story, or the question of like, what's the equivalent
of that? What just happened?
Yeah. So, I want to touch on that with each sport that we cover.
Okay.
Just kind of add a little wrinkle in here. So, should we start off with college wrestling?
Let's do it.
Okay. Cody, what happened over the weekend?
Iowa hosted the number 1 ranked Nittany Lions, and I don't know if there's a word for what happened, but decimated. Iowa was decimated by Penn State. Their worst loss in Tom Brands' career, the worst loss in Iowa since 1965. Iowa won 1 match, and that was at 141 pounds. That was Nasir Bailey beating Brandon Davis, who is a very good wrestler. That was an upset win. I expected Iowa to win 2 matches. I had 2 matches slated as Iowa wins, a third one as possible, and the 3 that I said were possible all lost. This was not one that I had. Angelo Ferrari still has yet to give up a takedown, but he did lose in double overtime, to Rocco Welsh from Penn State, who originally wrestled at Ohio State. Actually, he was a national runner-up to the Penn State 5-time national champ Carter Shirachi a few years ago. that was pitiful. He didn't take any shots, and he hasn't taken any. Like, the dude has an elite offense when he goes. I mean, he's defensively probably the best wrestler you'll ever see, but because he is yet to be taken down in college, but he does have two losses. He lost to Carter Strachey in overtime, and he lost to Rocco Welsh in double overtime. Yet to give up a takedown, but has not gotten to his offense. Very boring guy to watch. Love him to death. Hope he's actually not wrestling against Nebraska this week. I don't know what he looks like. He tweaked something. So Gabe Arnold is actually going to get the nod at 184. And then the other match that I thought Iowa should win was Ben Keeter at heavyweight. He wrestled, was it Cole Mirasola? Anyway, Ben Keeter is ranked anywhere from 5th to 8th. Where are you looking? Mirasola is ranked 13th-ish. And Keeter didn't get to any offense. He hasn't all year either. I love Iowa. I love Iowa wrestling program. I don't know what the answer is. Because I'm not one of the people saying they need to fire Brands for sure, but I do need to do something. I think it's more they need to get some offensive guys in the room as like their assistant head coaches, because they have I can picture them, but Ryan Morningstar is one of them, and I can't remember the other guy's name. Bobby Telford. They were both great wrestlers at Iowa that wrestled the most boring style, winning 2-1, 4-3, like winning close matches when they shouldn't be. These are guys that they should be decimating. That's my word of the day: decimate. And I don't know. I've never seen a team like, usually you look at a team and they take on their head coach. They look at Indiana right now. They imbibe their coach, Kurt Cignetti. They're tough nosed, except for Mendoza, who is like a ray of sunshine in a dark cloud that is Cignetti. But it works. But the Brands were such an aggressive wrestlers, and their wrestlers are not, and it's frustrating as all can be.
So the way you're making it sounds like every Iowa program known to man. They
don't wrestle to win; they wrestle to not lose.
Yeah. Well, it's like any other pro. I mean, look at the football program. I mean, for years they prided themselves on defense.
Yeah.
Basketball right now with Ben McCollum pride themselves on defense.
Now,
I get the.
To be fair, watching the NFL right now, the best teams in the 4 teams that are left, defense still does win championships.
That is true, but they also have the power to flip a switch.
Yeah. And
just ignite the world on offense. I mean, maybe not necessarily Denver anymore, but we'll touch on that a little bit later. Yeah, I know Penn State's just a runaway machine. Though,
don't get me wrong. Penn State has, for the 3rd year in a row, they're going to set the record on points scored in the NCAA tournament, and they only lose one wrestler going next year. The next 2 years will be the 2 best years of. They are the best team in college wrestling history. I mean, they have 6 number ones right now.
Damn.
Everybody on their team is probably ranked in the top 8. Yeah, they're gonna dominate, and they just keep scoring, which was actually, for the first time in my life, I watched Decor Wrestling tonight do that. They just kept scoring, and it was awesome, fun to watch. My God, and a former Hawkeye that did beat Cale Sanderson after college. His son was wrestling, and he was aggressive.
Nice.
It was great to see.
Now, just a quick question, just more from the Penn State side. Do you think Sanderson ever just gets bored with what they're doing, just with the winning that they're doing, and for how dominant they are?
I don't know. Do you get bored when you're like? Did you get bored with your college football run when you were playing in our league where you dominated 5 years in a row?
Well, I mean,
I lost you.
I had to get bored up until I got to the Natty, like when I'd actually have to play people. But yeah, I just wonder just in something like that how they can it always fascinates me how coaches can keep that top notch intensity. Like Saban was always like that at Bama, Belichick always in New England.
But think of the fact that like in their wrestling room, think of how good the live wrestling is. There's not a lot of like maybe you're not getting competition from other people, but you're watching your 84 and 97 pounder wrestle each other, and that's an intense competition.
Yeah, okay, that is true.
And I mean, in reality, their backups are probably. I would make a bet that their backups would place top 5 in the as a team at the NCAA tournament.
Okay.
So you're getting to watch that.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Okay. I understand. I understand. Okay. Now, how's Wrexham doing of late?
So they have had 2 games that I know of since last time we talked. They actually dropped their first championship league points at home. I think they lost at home for the first time since like September.
Holy shit.
We lost a 1-0. And then today they actually played a game where they were leading 1-0 till the 89th, 90th minute and gave up the equalizer, which ironically I had turned that game on probably about 30 seconds before they gave up the goal. So I was like, oh, that's good job, Cody. Get to watch just the time. And so they ended up tying or drawing. So they're still sitting mid-pack. I think probably 10th-ish. Let me double check it.
Okay. The reason I say so, or I'm just bringing up Wrexham, what people say about the Indiana run, the closest thing that some people can think of is the Leicester City run in the Premier League of, I don't know how many years ago that was, but they were like the longest odds ever one of the longest odds ever going into the season, and they end up winning the championship. I think they were like plus 30,000 maybe.
Wow.
Or something like that. Yeah, it was
Wrexham is sitting at 9th in the championship league right now.
Okay.
So they're still 2 points out of a playoff spot. Crazy.
Okay.
I mean, Wrexham, you could draw your own parallels between Wrexham and Indiana with just their back-to-back promotions.
Ooh. Actually, okay. That's a good... I like that, actually.
I mean, because what's Rob McElhenney, McElhenney, whatever his name is, he said that when they originally bought Wrexham, him and Ryan Reynolds, their goal, and they said it was to get Wrexham to the Premier League, and people laughed at him. And like nobody's laughing now. They're not there, but they're on that doorstep. It's like you can see the possibility. Well, when Cignetti came to Indiana, he made it sound like, "Hey, I'm going to win championships," and people were like, "Ha ha ha."
That is true.
And I mean, that again, just became a reality.
And that's what the whole "Hey, Google me, I win."
Yes.
Or "I win, Google me" statement came from, which is still one of the hardest lines.
Oh yeah.
In recent history. Okay. Let's see. I have some golf news for you. and actually some very interesting golf news. I don't know if you saw this or not today. The reigning NCAA champion is going to live.
Interesting.
Yeah. Let me pull this up quick. But by joining Live, I got to make sure I got the name. So Michael Lasasso is going to Live. He's joining Phil Mickelson's team. And by doing that, he forfeits his Masters exemption.
Wow.
As a reigning NCAA champ. That's interesting. So obviously that dude only does care about money.
I'm going to say he's getting paid. He has to be getting paid.
I thought somebody said maybe 20 mil. Maybe. I guess.
How long of a contract is it?
That's the thing. I don't know. And for right now, the path that tour is going down. If it shuts down, I don't know if he has to go with that on the Corn Ferry tour or start playing in qual. I don't know how that works.
Interesting.
Yeah. And do you think there'd be a golf equivalent of anything that Indiana does? I don't know if there's anything remotely close to that. I mean, golf's harder, obviously, with individual sports, but
I mean, so I would actually say golf would be easier to figure that out, or maybe not, because you've seen guys come out of nowhere to win the Masters. In reality, I'd almost say Zach Johnson.
Oh.
He's not a powerhouse hitter. He's not.
Yep.
He was kind of mid at a lot of things, and then he wins at two of the most prestigious courses of all time.
Oh, I like that. That's a good comparison. I like it, Cody.
I'm on a roll.
You actually are on a roll. I'll call you Butter.
Salted.
Shout out Stuart Scott. The late great Stuart Scott.
Great.
Okay.
Booyah.
Hey, by the way, Brooksy, I believe he makes his PGA re-debut this weekend.
Good for him.
I know. I'm happy Brooks is back.
I am too.
Not that I'm saying I'm not that I'm the biggest Brooks fan by any means. It just adds something.
It does. And I still like that Bryson's last comments didn't make it sound like he was staying live forever.
No, unless if they open the pocketbooks and add 9 zeros to it. That would still be really funny if Brooks made Bryson the first ever golf billionaire outside of Tiger. Basically.
Liv makes him a trillionaire. There's some money in
Could
Saudi.
Yeah, just a little bit. Let's see. I can't really think of an NBA comparison because all those teams are just up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down.
There was some pretty big news in the NBA though. Jimmy
Butler tearing it.
Yeah,
tore his ACL. The Warriors dynasty is dead.
Was that still going? I guess I didn't.
It was hanging on by a thread, and now it's just they cut the cord. It's gone, or they pull the plug. It's done. Yeah, I don't honestly, the Wolves have been futility for years. That could be the one potential one because they slowly have been getting better too. But yeah, other than that, I got no other NBA comparison.
I got a WNBA one.
Oh, what do you got?
Well, just they fell short, but with the Indiana last year.
Oh, yeah.
Literally, especially once they lost Caitlin, they were not expected to do well at all, and they made a deep run.
That is true, which is good because they might not be playing basketball for a while.
Oh, are they not looking good?
It's not looking good. It's looking bad. So the WNBA might be heading for a lockout. Major League Baseball might be heading for a lockout, not after this year, but next year.
Didn't know that either.
Well, now, Cody, I got to ask you just a quick question. Is it bad if one team's payroll, because baseball doesn't have a salary cap, if one team's payroll is, let's just say, $2.1 billion, yes, with a B, billion dollars.
That's a lot. That's a lot of dough.
Okay. Well, the Los Angeles Dodgers did that again. They paid Kyle Tucker, who was like the prime free agent of this past offseason. And yeah.
Holy
like you
cow.
Can, as long as a motherload of injuries don't happen, you can basically pencil in the Dodgers to win another World Series.
I mean, wow. Are they the Yankees of yesteryear? I mean, the Yankees are still the Yankees, but like...
They're not your daddy's Yankees, though.
No.
Yeah, it's bad. Like, we're getting to a point where, I mean, there's maybe now only 4 teams that can win the World Series. 5, if you want to say that.
Just because they're the only ones that have the payroll for it?
Yep. And while they're willing to spend, you have teams like the Twins, the Marlins, the Cardinals, who but they don't want to spend any money at all.
Well, to be fair, I would say I wouldn't want to have to spend the amount that the Dodgers are having to are spending.
Yep. No, I agree with you 100% on that. That's why I think if you're baseball, you have to, and this could be with the new collective bargaining agreement that they're going to have to try to figure out. I think they have to put it in where they implement a salary cap, but they also implement a salary floor.
Oh, okay.
Like so there is a max you can spend, but there's also a minimum you have to spend.
Okay.
To kind of help level the playing field, not because if they just go with a salary cap, then again the Twins of the world, the Cardinals, the Marlins, they're just going to be like, yeah, screw that, we're not going to pay any money.
Right. Interesting.
Yeah. Or heck, I mean, even like the Pittsburgh Pirates, who that would be my Indiana comparison for baseball, because they have been absolutely awful for the last, like, I don't know, basically since they traded Barry Bonds in the 90s. And it's why they're probably going to lose Paul Skeens, their like top pitcher in baseball, because they don't want to pay like him or anybody. That's not good. That's not a good strategy at all.
No, it's not. It doesn't work out for teams.
Yeah. So, I mean, hey, two big sports might be heading toward lockouts. This is what we want to see, right?
Yep. That's good for the world.
Yeah.
Like, especially the fact that one of them has the chance to be the best that it's ever been right now.
Yep.
I don't know about baseball. I mean, baseball also does. I mean, it's having more athletes than it ever has. Like,
it's gaining popularity that I mean, they're not going to get to what they were
right
like in the 90s, early 2000s, but it's starting to climb back up again. Only now for Rob Manfred just to kill it again.
Yeah. WNBA though, like, I mean, it has the chance to be. It has the biggest name in sports right now.
Yep. I mean, you see even guys wearing Caitlin Clark merch, like with her logo and everything.
Look at how big of like a fan Dave Portnoy is. And he hates Iowa.
Yep. But he has a very big reach. Don't know if you know that or not.
He does have a big reach.
Yeah.
Just look at the quarterback in Michigan.
Yeah.
Which I could still go on about how much I hate college football and the fact that a kid had to announce that he's staying at the college that recruited.
Yep.
I did see. I'll get to it later.
Yeah. One other thing. So, just speaking of like awful commissioners, Gary Beban, the NHL commissioner. Not that he did anything stupid this time, but he's just normally the worst commissioner in sports. Cody, my Stars are in 3rd place in the Central now. We've fallen behind Minnesota. No, it's not nice. We were second.
Nice.
We were first for a while. Now we're behind Minnesota.
Good. Panthers
we did kill Boston tonight, though. So
Panthers have been kind of hit and miss lately. Still.
Yeah, I think a lot of teams are just trying to kind of stay above water until they get to the Olympic break.
Chuck did just come back finally, like 2 games ago.
Actually, we do need to talk about the big hockey news that happened with your team. I think it was last night or 2 nights ago. Did you see the goalie fight?
I did. That was awesome.
Oh, Sergei Bobrovsky, and I think were they playing the Sharks?
Yes.
And the Sharks goalie got into it. Because I think there was a scrum that started over by the Sharks net. And I think Bobrovsky saw the Sharks goalie getting into it with somebody, and so he's like skated all the way down. And then we had a good old-fashioned goalie fight.
It's just awesome to see goalies fighting.
We need more. You know what? I know they could never actually do this. It would be actually cool. Both of them got sent to the penalty box for fighting.
Oh my goodness!
And then it just became open. You either had to put in the backup goalies, or you put in the backup goalies. It's like one of the two. It's either open goals for like 5 minutes, or you put in the backups, and that'd be hilarious. I think that's a brilliant idea.
Yeah, so that makes like hockey so like close games can become outrageously like high scoring so quickly with open goals. Like
yep. I don't know, what turns into like a 0-0 defensive slugfest, the goalies get into it, and the next thing you know, they come back on the ice and it's 6-6.
Right? Or like just
the
amount of times that I see a game like 1-0 with like a minute left or 2 minutes left, and all of a sudden the final score is like 5-0 because the other team pulled their goalie, and
yep.
It's funny.
Okay, Gary Bettman needs to get a hold of us. We are coming up with, people love to see scoring. This is how you do it.
100%.
Oh, you could actually incentivize goalie fighting, or getting the goalies to fight.
Ooh.
Like Florida could have Brad Marchand just pick on the goalie of the opposing team. Because then if the goalie fights, as long as Bobrovsky doesn't come down and join, you guys have an open net for like 2 minutes.
I like it.
Or an empty net, sorry.
Yep.
I should say. Okay.
Coming up, we're idea men, really.
I know. Look at us.
I don't have anything MLS because I don't really follow enough of it. Any F1 news?
Nope.
I
don't think so.
NASCAR?
Nope. Racing season does, at least for me, I always consider this the unofficial kickoff. This weekend is the Rolex 24 endurance race at Daytona. So 24-hour sports car race. It's always pretty fun to watch because you have a bunch of drivers from different, like even high-profile drivers from like IndyCar, NASCAR, the sports car world, even some F1 guys, I think sometimes come to play. So it's always kind of fun just seeing all them battle on the track, sometimes at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Never even heard of it. Nothing rugby. We touched about NHL.
Yep. We even talked about the NBA, like legitly talked about the NBA.
We did. Oh, the Hawkeyes did pull out the victory tonight against Rutgers.
Yep. Iowa won. Iowa State won, which is good because they've been sliding.
Yeah,
their women's team has been sliding too. They both have been not great.
Oh.
And then Iowa's women's team is slowly trending up. They're kind of high profile freshman Addie Deal. I think she's going to be the focal point of the team next year. But I think last when they were playing Michigan State, I think she dropped 18 points.
Okay.
Like she actually looks like she's starting to kind of come into her own a little bit, which is nice to see.
But I was told that once Caitlin Clark left there, that program was going to be dead.
I know, that's what I heard too. I heard nobody's going to care about basketball in Iowa. I heard they were going to like only win like a game or two each year. Huh. Maybe Iowa's just good at basketball. Or anybody ever think of that?
What else do we have to do?
Corn.
Ooh, we do have good corn.
Or as Scott Van Pelt calls us, crops. We're crops in Nebraska's corn.
Nice.
Yeah. I love SVP so much. But
I did like watching him save his job.
Yep. On New Year's? Who? Yeah. Scotty. He's one of a kind. He is one of a kind. But hey. All right, Cody, let's get into it. Do you want to talk about football?
I thought you'd never ask.
Cody, I just got one question to ask you. Who's your daddy?
Who is your daddy and what does he do? Kurt Cignetti. He is the ultimate daddy. Actually, you know what? I'm going to say Mendoza's dad is the ultimate dad.
Oh, yeah.
What a dude. Like, seeing the stories of, like, him not standing up because his wife can't. Yep. What a how heartwarming is that?
Yeah.
She has MS.
Because his wife,
right?
Yeah, MS. She's been in a wheelchair for, is it 18 years? I think is what I heard, or something like that. But, yeah, he does not stand up to cheer, so that way he can be sitting with his wife since she can't sit up, or since she can't stand, obviously. Yes. And
that's awesome. I mean, not that she has MS, that sucks, but
no, I know what you mean.
The solidarity,
yes,
and just the joy on their faces watching their son play, because he is him. Mendoza is him.
I might have yelled really loud when he had that rushing touchdown. That was
by the way,
that was awesome.
I watched it with at one point
the McAfee.
I watched the Pat McAfee cast. It was awesome. It was definitely better.
I think if I didn't have any blood or any dog in the fight, then I probably maybe would have watched it. But I was.
Well, you could tell that he was talking shit about the refs a little bit. Like, he would talk about the fact that the Big 12 refs would let them play, even when they shouldn't.
Yeah.
Because he's like, there was 3 Hurricanes that could have been ejected in the first half, and they weren't.
Here's something I don't get. We review, or not we, but college refs review every minute thing for targeting.
Yeah.
Every little thing. But yet, the Heisman Trophy winning quarterback gets, by the absolute textbook definition of targeting, under the chin. And nothing.
Didn't see it.
How? Just...
Yeah.
And then they missed a couple other roughing the passers, but yet they're going to call one very weak one at the end of the game.
They did.
Just, my blood was boiling. It was not good, Cody. It was really not good. Even when Indiana was up 10-0, my mind instantly went to the Packers-Bears game, and oh no. Especially when it took them 20 seconds coming out of halftime to go 3 and out.
Yeah. That number 10 for Miami is, what is up with wideouts coming out of high school and just being the best players in college? Because holy crap, Alabama's had a couple, Ohio State has had 48 of them.
Yep.
Miami now has one. The kid should be a senior in high school right now.
Yeah, which is also really, but that doesn't mean that he has some brains on him then too, right?
Yeah,
you'd have to graduate that early.
I think so.
But yeah. But Malachi Tony, he's good at football.
He's fast.
He's really fast. Who
was it that came out and waited? There was a Miami, one of the 2 number 4s on their teams came in, waited to congratulate Mendoza afterwards.
I think it was the running back Fletcher.
Okay, yeah, yep, it was. Did they play together in high school or something? Or I mean, because I wonder.
I really don't know.
Or did they?
But it could have just been a respect then.
It could have been.
Which that respect then went right out the window. And I don't know how long after the game, but then Fletcher landed a punch on one of the don't really know what all happened there.
Nope.
Yeah. There's going to be Fletcher's side, the Indiana D lineman side, and the truth. I don't know.
They're all going to be 3 different stories.
Yeah. But, so you're talking about Mendoza being him. I want to talk about that play, the rushing touchdown that they had on a 4th and 5 from the 20 or whatever. So last year at Cal, Mendoza is the quarterback. They're playing Miami. where I think Miami was working on an undefeated season at that point, trying to get in the playoff and whatnot. Well, last year, Mendoza was knocked out on a controversial hit, probably should have been targeting, by Wesley Bissonnet. I'm probably butchering the name, for Miami. In the Natty last night, the guy that Mendoza ran through on the way to the touchdown was him.
That's awesome. Ball don't lie.
That is the ultimate ball don't lie moment.
Yeah.
That touchdown run, though, that's going to be, I think, viewed, at least college-wise, in the same landscape as the Elway helicopter run against the Packers.
Yeah.
Helicopter.
Like they were talking about, every high school kid in Indiana right now is going to have that poster on their wall of, like, Mendoza just selling out for the team. And I was like, did you see the pictures of his, like, arm?
Yep.
Just bruised and battered, and God,
now
he still runs like a baby giraffe, but like it's effective.
But Cody, he's our baby giraffe.
He is the Oakland, or he is the Las Vegas Raiders baby giraffe.
That's also true.
If he doesn't go number one, that is the biggest mistake Las Vegas could possibly make.
Unless if they go just go O-line and just try to build that way.
Even if they do that, they can get something for that number one pick.
That is true. That is
they can get a lot for that number one pick, because if Mendoza doesn't go number one, it is somebody's mistake.
Yeah. Okay. That is very true.
Actually, it's still Las Vegas' mistake.
Yeah. So, speaking of mistakes, I got to ask, Indiana has a 4th and 5.
4th and 5, yeah.
Up 3 at like the 20-yard line? 15-yard line?
Close, yeah. 15, 10, something like that.
What did you think they should have?
I thought they should have gone for it.
I would have went for it 100%.
Worst case scenario, they have 90 yards to drive, or 85 yards to drive with no timeouts and
about 50 seconds left.
Yeah,
or maybe more than 50. Actually, yeah, it was more like probably $1.50, but regardless, yeah, I would have went for the win, so that way then you guarantee that they don't get. And who knows? Maybe this is the one time the refs decide to throw a flag. Oh, that's not good. Do you have me now? Oh no. We're just getting into the good part, and I have lost Cody. Oh, this is not good.
No sound from you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Let me do something.
Okay. We'll pause for these brief technical difficulties while Cody is fixing his mic and whatever else is going on, why he cannot hear me. Maybe he just doesn't like me anymore. Maybe he's just kind of, I don't know, I'm looking at his face and I can't tell if he can hear me or not. But he's just playing around right now. Because I really want to get into talking more about this 4th down call and then everything that transpired after it. Cody, you got anything? Oh, wow, that's an echo.
Hello?
Hello?
I can hear you again. Now I don't see you, though.
Okay. Oh, that's all right. I can still see me on my end, so. Okay. So, back to the 4th down call. Yeah, you go for it, and maybe this is the one time the refs throw a flag. You never know. Yeah. Maybe. Probably not, but
they
you never
didn't throw many last night.
No, they
did
not.
Good and
bad. Yeah. But, so Indiana kicks a field goal. They go up 6. And then a very questionable roughing the passer call gives Miami a little bit more life.
Yep.
Very, 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 very questionable. And then Carson Beck takes a deep shot down the field, to which it's intercepted.
Were you still nervous after the pick when he...
Yes.
Yeah.
As soon as he took off the helmet, yes.
Yeah.
Because I saw the flag, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh. Because in my mind, I'm thinking this is going to be like Buffalo, Minnesota. We're going to fumble the snap on this, trying to kneel down, or you're doing a QB sneak.
That is the one thing I see about Mendoza that would give me a little bit of worry going into the NFL, is he has not taken many snaps under center.
Bingo.
I know. A lot of shotgun.
A lot of shotgun, a lot of pistol. Yep.
Yeah.
So, you want to hear something kind of funny or kind of crazy about the guy who picked it off for Indiana? So, the D-back who picked it off, his name is Jamari Sharp. His uncle is Glenn Sharp, who committed pass interference for Miami against Ohio State in the 2002 national championship game.
You're kidding me.
Yeah, I saw that on SportsCenter last night, and then I bookmarked it when I saw it on Twitter.
That's awesome.
How crazy is that?
So Miami, not a big fan.
No, well, both ways. No.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. What is funny too? I guess Cignetti just ripped him a new one when he got it back onto the sideline because he took his helmet off.
Yep.
Hey, but guess what? He smiled like multiple times. Cignetti did, and then he had a beer.
Nice. Does that mean you're gonna have a beer?
No, I got my Orange Crush here. We're solid. We're good to go.
This late?
Yes.
Does your mother know about this? I'm gonna call her.
Okay, you go right ahead, Cody. It's Victory Tuesday. I'm celebrating.
It's Victory Tuesday night. Is that a caffeine free, right?
Yes, it is actually.
Exactly. Okay, you're okay.
Yeah. I know I barely slept last night anyway, so I can't believe it. I really can't believe it.
I don't even know what else you can compare that to. Just it's a storybook. They're gonna make a movie. It's gonna be based on a true story, and people are gonna be like, okay, like how much of this is real? No, all of it. You have the most likable guy at quarterback.
Yep.
Of all time. Like,
did you see what he posted after the game?
No.
Or maybe it might have been this morning. His first post was on Instagram, and it was something of like a Fortnite, with a partnership with Fortnite of number one, like Battle Royale number one or Victor or something like that.
Jesus, what a nerd! Lovable nerd.
And now he gets to go to Vegas. Maybe he can learn to count cards. He makes more money that way.
Maybe he's gonna be broke. Yes.
Yeah.
There's no. Like, if you ever get a girlfriend, that might be the only thing that would be a better storyline.
Thank you, Cody, and you're totally right.
I'm sorry, that's terrible.
No, it's all right. You're right.
Zinger of the week, brought to you by the boys at Zip and Zoobs, detailing where Reese and Ray like to trash talk, but they love to keep vehicles clean inside and out. They clean anything from side-by-sides, trucks, and cars, all the way to skid steers and tractors. They also love to support first responders, law enforcement, military, and veterans with a Patriot discount of 20% off their detail. Give Reese and Ray a call at 563-380-9772 and tell them that the boys at Unrelated Sports Podcast sent you, and also say, holy cow, Indiana won it all. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not horns down. We're just putting the U down.
I will say that it was like for my kids that don't really understand the difference between college and pro. Them seeing their dad not rooting for Miami was very confusing to them, especially being at Hard Rock Stadium. Like,
oh, that is true.
That's another storyline on that. Miami had a home game
as the 10 seed
in the national championship.
Yeah, I know.
Like, they're a great story too, just to make it. And but
the interception couldn't happen to a better guy than Carson Beck. I do not like him at all. Goofy looking son of a gun. That's coming from me.
Yeah.
So, now I do want to go back and touch on one thing. So, Cody, you know how I said I stayed up till midnight watching watching sports? Well, that's because the game took 9 million years to get over.
Goodness, yes, it did. It was very long. It was very
What you call pestful?
It wasn't even like every between every drive. It was like in the middle of drives they'd be stopping it to say, "Oh, time for a commercial break."
Like there was one sequence where they went, I think there was a timeout or a challenge or something like that. Indiana scores, they kick the extra point, go to commercial. They come back, do the kickoff, commercial. They run one play, maybe two plays, and I think there was an injury timeout, which that one I know you kind of have to, or maybe somebody called timeout on the field, but then another commercial. And the problem is with the college game is that the commercials are like 3 minutes long, 4 minutes long.
It's a long break. I don't know what time did the game finish.
10:30.
Yeah, it's what, 4 hours?
Yes.
And it wasn't like it was an overtime game. It came down to the last. There was a lot of running the ball, so there was a lot. Yeah, it's very pestful. I might even call it this week's Decor Pest Control Pest of the Week. Brought to you by Decor Pest Control. Offers residential and commercial pest control for earwigs, cockroaches, ants, bedbugs, bees, fleas, box elder bugs, and also inspects for termites. Give Cass a call at 563-419-3251. Tell them that the boys at Unrelated Sports Podcast sent you. And also tell him that the Yankees still suck.
The Yankees do suck, Cody. I'm glad we're on the same page with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that... the stupid thing is... Sorry, I just want to say, college football they tried to do little things of trying to increase the pace of play, like by not stopping the clock after every first down, or even just not stopping the clock when the ball goes out of bounds, up until inside of 2 minutes.
Yep.
But yet when you have commercial play, that adds so much more time.
It does. It gets frustrating as a fan, especially momentum is huge in college football, and it ruins it. It's also really weird when you go to a game, if you're there live and they're stopping for commercial break, because they have cool stuff on the TV and stuff. But God, I'm there to watch football, not watch a freaking hot dog and a mustard and ketchup race around the room or whatever.
Yep. Or watch students on bouncy balls trying to go to the 30-yard line and circle back or something like that. Yeah. So just one last thing on Indiana, and then we can move on to the pro game. Their whole NIL thing doesn't kick in until this year's class, or this upcoming class.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Everybody that they basically have is James Madison carryovers, minus Mendoza, but they didn't pay him Mark Cuban. Mark Cuban didn't open up the checkbook and pay money here.
Wow.
Yeah. So the NIL stuff from the portal, that's a coming.
And they just became a little bit more favorable. They already open as next year favorite. Them and Ohio State are 1A and 1B for favorites for next year's Natty.
Ohio State scares me. They have a bunch of guys coming back.
They do.
A bunch of dudes coming back.
But my question to you, is there a better coach in college football right now than Cignetti? Is there a better coach than Cignetti? Cale Sanderson at Penn State?
Dan Hurley at UConn? Gino RM at UConn as well on the women's side. He's pretty good. That's actually a good question.
That girl at LSU?
Yeah, no. That's actually a good question. Maybe.
I would take Cignetti over a lot of coaches through anything. Dude, you're not is fundamentally about as sound of a team as you can have. They don't make the mistakes that cost you.
Well, he might be the closest to Saban of all the disciples, just of how the mannerisms. And I mean,
he might out Saban.
It's just funny whenever they zoom in on him on the sideline, and you just see him just with that scowl or just a raised eyebrow. And hey, and speaking of Saban, only one person on College Game Day of their main 4 panel took Indiana. It was not Nick Saban.
No, what? I don't know who was on the ESPN panel.
It was Pat McAfee.
Okay, I just saw McAfee did. I just didn't know if he was on the same panel as.
Yeah, because it wasn't Saban. It wasn't Desmond Howard, and it wasn't Marcus Freeman.
Wow. Freeman a little bitter.
Well, no, because then you think he would have picked against Miami.
That's true.
But yeah.
Not a lot of faith in the Hoosiers. How nervous were you? Like, what was your percent chance you thought you were going to win going into it?
60.
That's fair.
Because as I told you, I was nervous going into this game for the fact of Indiana's biggest struggles this year had been against teams with physical fronts.
Yeah.
You know, the Iowas, the Ohio States, the Penn States. And Miami's front, they were physical.
Yeah, a little too physical at times, but...
Yeah. But no, I was not well. Again, even when they were up 10-0 coming out halftime, I felt like I was going to puke. I was not good. And then when Indiana kicks a field goal and Miami has the ball and they get to midfield and they're driving, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, we're going to lose the Natty like this. This is going to be bad.
Yeah.
I finally started to breathe as soon as Mendoza got the QB sneak and he didn't fumble the football.
You mean... So, like, when time ran out? Yeah.
Basically, yes. That is when I finally breathed.
I did
put the hands up. And
I did tell the people that I was, like, watching, I was like, this is a little tricky right now because he can't just kneel it. He has to go forward a little bit. And then he did, like, that kind of backed up and...
Yep, I know. And then how he was, I was waiting for the ball to get ripped out. Yeah. But then when because Signetti started rushing the field and the confetti started going, it's like, oh my gosh, okay.
Did you have blue Gatorade on your bingo card?
No, I actually, if I was a betting man, I would have won red just because, Indiana.
Yeah.
I thought I would have won red.
I would have went red for Indiana, orange for Miami.
Yeah, either orange or lemon lime. Like one of the two.
I guess, no, it was started for Florida.
Yeah.
Gatorade.
Naturally they called their stuff Gatorade. But yeah, Cody, I woke up this morning and it still actually happened.
It is insane to think about.
The video game became real life. Wow. I can't freaking believe it. So that was my Monday night. Let's go to the NFL side of things where, Cody, we got a lot of stuff to talk about actually.
There is a lot.
You want to start on or off the field? Where do you want to start?
Let's do off the field.
Okay, where do we start?
Head coaches?
Oh yeah, I guess I've never actually asked you that. Cody, the Miami Dolphins have a new head coach.
They do. I don't know
how do you feel?
I don't know. I like the couple text messages I've gotten from other Packer fans. My response to one of them said you got a good one. The other one said, thank God he's off our team or something like that. And then he said, just kidding, like he'll do well. So I said, they asked me, how do you feel about it? I said, ask me in 2 years.
That's fair. I will say when you hear his introductory press conference, yeah, you're going to be ready to roll.
I was ready to roll for Mike McDaniel. I was ready to roll for Adam Gase. I was ready to roll for Philbin. Not really.
Yeah.
But, like, I've seen this a time or two. Ask me in 2 years. Like, that's all I can say. I'll believe it when I see it. And even if they have all good season, I'm not going to believe it because Adam Gase had a great season. Tony Sperano had a great season. Joe Philbin had nothing. Mike McDaniel had a couple really good seasons. God, that 2023 season. What could have been? But I'm excited. I'm actually more excited for the GM than I am for the head coach. I think that's more important, especially with a rebuild. And he seems to be John Eric Sullivan, right?
Yes, sir.
He seems to know how to pick talent, and he wants to build the type of football that I've wanted to see Miami play since the Parcells days. Physical.
Well, here's all I got to say. The Packers have a good history of their GM tree branching out and going other places. Look at John Schneider, the Seahawks GM.
Yes. They're not doing bad.
No, they're not doing bad at all. I think you'll like the hire. The only reason the Packers defense kind of got ran down at the end of this year is just because, they lost Micah and they didn't really do anything else to try to help it. And they had some other injuries that went down because up until Edgerrin Cooper got hurt, they had the Bears on the ropes.
I have a hard time getting too mad at the D coordinator too when there's a head coach that they seem to be blaming for a lot of it.
Mm-hmm.
So how much did he have to do with it? Because they can, yes, the DC might call the plays, but he might be told what type of plays to call, or be ultra aggressive or be super conservative, or
yeah. So I think he has made the right decision now. So you guys got a former Packer as a GM, you got a former Packer as a coach. So you guys going to complete the trifecta and get Malik Willis now to be your quarterback?
I've been seeing rumors of it. I don't know. We're in cap hell.
That's the only one I don't know. I mean, again, Malik played very well, but that's also when they didn't have to game plan for him at all.
Right. That's Matt Flynn-esque.
Yep. Exactly. And the one game where they basically had to game plan for him was Baltimore, and Baltimore's defense couldn't stop anybody this whole year.
No.
They let Pittsburgh torch him, and Pittsburgh really couldn't move the ball all year.
Speaking of Pittsburgh.
Yeah, go ahead.
Mike Tomlin, I just heard that he might not ever plan on coaching ever again.
Yeah, I don't really think he will.
I saw that report today, which shocking, but when Cowher left, I thought he would take a year off and then come back, and he's doing all right. I think if he comes back or if he wants to go into TV, I think he'd do good at it.
It would actually be really funny if he replaced Bill Cowher at CBS.
It would be funny.
So, who's Pittsburgh going to hire?
Flores?
McCarthy?
Oh, yeah. That is the top name there, isn't it? I did see
I've heard both of those names.
Yeah. Where does McDermott go?
Well, that's a good question because I can't believe Buffalo actually fired him. I mean, I can, but I can't.
We've been talking about it for years, but it's shocking.
Did you hear him throw some shade at Brandon Beane, their GM, though, or kind of at the management?
No.
He said, because he said something along the line of, he could only do so much with the group of talent that they had.
He's not wrong.
Somebody did a little screenshot of their last 3 drafts. It's not good.
No.
They might have 2 starters from those 3 drafts, but one of them's Keon Coleman. It's not good.
No.
Yeah, I'm really surprised they actually did not can Brandon Beane, because usually you can the coach and the GM. You usually don't keep one.
No, unless you're Miami, and Miami does that mistake all the time, where they would just keep firing the head coach and leave the same GM, and yeah.
Yeah, hey, but now you're changing though. Now you got new GM and new coach.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay, so what do we know? What do we know for head coach hiring so far? We got
Robert Saleh.
Robert Saleh in Tennessee. I think that's a very good
interesting.
hire.
I think it is too.
Depending on if he gets a good OC, he needs a good OC. I was kind of expecting Mike McDaniel to become his OC, but so Mike McDaniel is going to be the new OC in LA at the Chargers.
He's going to lead Justin Herbert to the Super Bowl, and I want to see Cody's reaction when that happens.
Not going to be good. Yeah, but that'll mean Jim Harbaugh will win a Super Bowl, and that would be you not good.
Oh, we're both gonna throw up then if that happens.
Exactly.
Oh,
Let's see what else we got.
Oh,
John Harbaugh is in New York. Took the head coaching job of the Giants. So Sean McDermott.
How do you think that? How do you think that goes? Harbaugh to the Giants.
I'm not as high on Jackson Dart as some people. I guess I don't. It's not that I think he's a bad quarterback. I just don't think he's a great quarterback. I think he's average. Then again, I will say the New York Giants have done pretty well with average quarterbacks in the past with big names. Eli.
I don't know. I think, though, Dart's having a competition with his roommate of who's going to get out of the league first.
That's very true.
Due to injuries.
But they do have Malik Neighbors, who has an elite commercial out right now.
Is it the IHOP one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a good one. I've seen it.
What did you do for your fantasy team?
Just stone cold. Let's see what else we got.
Stefanski to
Atlanta.
Yeah.
Now, Cody, why might we be laughing about that? Not because we think it's a bad hire or anything.
So basically, Stefanski did run out a quarterback out of Cleveland that he will be facing 2 times a year now.
Wait, are you meaning about the guy in the Uber Eats commercials?
Yes.
That guy?
The home.
The guy that wants to put it in the oven? Yeah. Oh, they really need to bring those commercials back. I love those so much. But yeah, Baker just happened to put out a tweet today is that he's still waiting on a text or / call from him after he got shipped off like a piece of garbage. Can't wait to see you twice a year, coach. Yeah. Buckle up.
I actually saw McAfee a little bit today. He's not a big fan of this Stefanski hire. He blames a lot more of what happened in
Cleveland.
In Cleveland to Stefanski. Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting. Now I think there's some questions in Atlanta, but I think he's very good. I mean, he is a 2-time coach of the year. Not that means
with
a
Cleveland.
Lot. With Cleveland.
But with Cleveland.
Yeah, that's just.
I mean, that's partly why he won it. Yeah. Nah, he won like 6 one year.
But they have some good pieces. They have one of the top running backs in the league. They have good defense, especially DBs.
Yep.
It'll be interesting to see what they do at quarterback because now you say what you want, but I know you're high on him, but they have a few questions at quarterback.
Oh, I know. They have an injury-ridden quarterback with Michael Penix. I'll admit it.
Yeah. What do you have in him? Do you ride with I think you're a better team right now with Kirk Cousins.
I think so too. Which, you know what's funny is that for the last couple, well, that too, but for the last couple of years, there'd been the rumor of, Kirk should go to Cleveland to be with Stefanski because they'd be like the perfect marriage, and now they might be that still.
It'll just be in Atlanta.
Yeah.
So what else do we have?
Atlanta still's open.
Yeah.
Atlanta. Cleveland's open.
Atlanta's not open. We just said Atlanta was.
Or not Arizona. Sorry, Arizona. I was going through division. Yeah, thank you.
Cleveland is still open.
3/4 of the AFC North is open, minus the one coach that should have been fired.
Yes. The Bills. Wow.
What?
Aaron Glenn wasn't fired though, was he?
Nope.
weirdly. But was he hired before or after Vrabel?
I think after, by like 13 days.
Okay. So Vrabel is now the longest tenured head coach in the AFC East.
Yep. Let's see. Tennessee filled theirs.
Yeah.
And the Raiders still have not found theirs yet with the potential number 1 pick.
Yeah,
at quarterback.
That's about the only thing that makes that job appealing is the fact that you're going to have Mendoza.
Yep.
I mean, or the number 1 pick, Mendoza.
Yep. So, let's see. I think that's it. I think that's about it for all the head coaching openings.
Yeah.
I think. All right. So, Cody, should we move on to the games? But more so why Sean McDermott might have gotten fired?
Yeah. Let's go to it.
Okay. So, the first game on Saturday was Buffalo at Denver. Was it double OT? Right? Or was it just single?
Oh, just single.
Just single. Okay. I
mean,
that was a classic though. What a game.
Awesome game. Josh Allen at times looked incompetent, and then right before half, one of the dumbest plays I've ever seen a starting quarterback make ever, because it's 10-10.
You know what came into my mind? Sorry to interrupt quick before you set up the play. You know what came into my mind when that play happened? You remember the play against Houston in the playoffs where he went like all YOLO?
Oh,
yeah. By the sideline. That's honestly what came into my mind when that happened.
It was ridiculous. So, right before half, it was 10-10, and then the Broncos marched on the field and scored a touchdown with limited time, less than 30 seconds. 30 seconds? I don't know.
Maybe it might have been like the whole 13 seconds.
Yeah.
Thing. Like
but so they kicked the ball back to the Bills. The Bill and Josh Allen tries to make something happen, and then he's running and he's about to get tackled, so he just like tosses the ball behind him to nobody, and Broncos pick it up and have enough time to kick a field goal right before half to go from a 7-point game to a 10-point game, just like that. And it was and I think Buffalo got the ball back at next half.
Yes,
but Buffalo made it a game. I mean, it was a fun game to watch. Both
they had a chance to win it at the end of regulation. Allen just missed was it Kincaid or Knox, one of the tight ends, like at like the 5-yard line.
Yeah, he did. Like, it was weird. He did not play a good game. Like, at times he he was better running the ball than he was throwing, because like he was high or low on a lot of passes. Like, the pressure was there.
Here's the thing, and Ash and I were talking about this, I think actually yesterday, or maybe we were talking about it on Sunday. No, or on Monday, sorry. Name a quarterback, though, or actually, yesterday was Monday. What quarterback has played the best during this postseason? Who's played good?
That's alive right now?
No, just in general.
Not CJ Stroud.
No, we're going to dive into that in a little bit.
Is it Knicks? But he's done.
I'd say either Bo or Jordan Love, in all honesty. Love threw 4 touchdowns.
He did throw 4 touchdowns, no picks, and 1 loss.
Thanks, Cody.
No problem. Yeah, I don't want you to
Cancun on 3. Cancun on 3. But yeah, because I mean, Stafford didn't play well. I mean, he played all right.
I think his
Sunday
pinky
night
is still hurting him.
I think so too. But because he played all right, Bryce played meh. Caleb has not played good, minus like a couple of miraculous throws. I mean, Darnold did all right on Saturday, but he didn't have to
He didn't do. Yeah, he was the most unnecessary guy on the field. I mean, they win that game from the opening kickoff.
Wait, hold on. Before we touch on that, we do have to touch on the biggest story, though, from that Denver game. You mentioned Bo Nix.
He's done.
Yeah. Why are they running a QB power with the guy? Like, they ran him way too much.
They did. It's kind of like, what a way to shorten a quarterback's career. I mean, Allen is the guy that we're worried that that's going to happen to. We saw it happen to Cam Newton. We saw it happen to any running quarterback, really. I mean, you saw it happen to I'm not going to name any. Michael Vick's career shortened because of running. Robert Griffin III's career ruined by it.
Look at the quarterback in Baltimore right now.
Yeah.
He's trending that way.
100%.
And yeah, because they run the QB power. Nick's, I think that's the play where he broke was his ankle? Or what did he break?
Ankle.
But that's the play where he broke his ankle. But then he runs like two more plays, because the next play he runs where he basically chucks it up 100 feet in the air just to draw a PI.
Yeah.
That they hadn't called PI the whole game. Why were they calling it then? Like, same thing like 2 plays before.
Yeah.
That's what ticked me off the most. Like, don't get me wrong, the one that
I mean, I wasn't ticked because I was definitely rooting hard against the Bills.
Yep. No, I understand. But like the one that Tre'Davious White got called for at the end. I mean, that was blatant PI.
Yes.
But again, they hadn't called it all
right.
game.
I mean, it was very blatant, and I think the one the other way was not as blatant that they didn't call, so I was okay with it. But they must have picked one up earlier in that drive, because there was a pass on the roughing the passer call, and there was a roughing the passer and a PI. They must have picked. I couldn't hear it, but they must have picked the.
Nope. They kept the PI. They
Then why did they only got 15 yards from it? They didn't. It wasn't. Yeah, because it was a lot farther to throw than that.
That's true, unless it depended on when they called it or where they called the PI. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess it is.
But that officiating crew was not.
It was pretty bad, but I was very happy with the outcome.
So
Buck Buffalo.
Actually, I lied. I got one more thing on that game. What did you think about the big controversial no catch?
I was okay with it, and that's not. I mean, the bias, yes, but my first thought was, I'm just going with my initial reaction, and that wasn't bias at the time. I mean, it became a bias, but like, you have to complete he was going to the ground when he caught it, so you have to complete the going to the ground with the catch. He didn't, because it got ripped out, and the other person possessed it by the time it was considered a catch, in my opinion. Now, still frames make it look a lot different, but
when you go on live,
I was 100% okay with it. If you're going to call like Calvin Johnson's one in the back of the end zone not a catch, I don't think you can call that one a catch.
I only have 2 problems with it. One, just they're never consistent on that.
100%, you're right. I just think he was going to the ground as he caught it, not whereas like that. Was it the other game? Was it the Rams game where he caught the ball and then he made a football move and went to the ground? That was different to me, because he had made a football move before he was going to the ground.
Yeah. But then just number 2, they never even reviewed them.
I know that was weird. It just,
again, it's like with the targeting call that they missed in the Natty. They review everything,
right?
Like even the replay assist.
Where's the consistency?
Why are we not replaying this? Yeah, this is like the biggest play of the game.
One of the biggest plays of the season.
Yeah, and now for Denver, they move on to face New England with Jarrett Stidham.
I'm not going to say they don't have a chance, because
I'm not either. I've seen it before. Nick Foles.
Yeah, and plus they're deep. Like we said, their quarterback did not play well.
No.
And they still almost gave it away.
Yeah, that defense is nasty. It's nasty.
I mean, Stroud played one of the worst games I've ever seen from a quarterback, and they still almost won, or they still had chances to win.
Yep.
That when he threw the ball up, I about threw up.
Who, Stroud?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. We'll jump into that game and then we'll go back to the NFC.
Sorry.
games.
Yeah, I'm just.
No, that's all right. That's all right. Houston's up 10-7. Looks like they finally have the game in hand because, I mean, Drake May and New England couldn't move the ball at all against Houston's defense. And then CJ Stroud happened, and that's not a good thing.
No, he looks like Bryce Young was picked before him for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
I feel bad for the guy, but like, if you're Houston, you have to be looking at another quarterback right now.
Well, because here's the scary thing. He's eligible for his extension now.
Don't give it to him.
Exactly. Do you want to risk giving him $50, $60 million? I wouldn't. Not after that performance.
No.
Well, I don't know if this was true or not, but I think it was after his rookie season, Bobby Slowick, who was their offensive coordinator, he's one of the disciples under Kyle Shanahan's tree. But he was trying to talk to Stroud about stuff that they're going to need to change because it wasn't there's stuff that you could get away with at Ohio State that you weren't going to continually be able to get away with
in the NFL.
pros.
Yep.
And it sounds like CJ said, "Yeah, okay, yeah, we're still going to do it my way." Well,
the ego can ruin players.
Seen that many a times.
I'm worried.
So, Houston's offense, bad. Their defense, very good.
Very good. It was cool.
Will Anderson and Daniil Hunter had some game. They had themselves a game.
They did. The conditions at New England were awesome too.
Yep.
I love a snow wintry mix game, and it was just all game long, just persistent.
It just makes it feel like postseason football. It
does.
Just does. That's why I hate all these stadiums that are building domes, especially in like cold weather, like Kansas City, Chicago, even Washington's gonna think about doing that. Like,
I mean, Washington needs a new stadium. Yes.
Yeah, I will say though, their design actually on the outside looks pretty sweet. It looks like the columns from the memorials, so I will give them at least a little bit of credit with that.
I don't even mind like a retractable roof.
Yep. But then they would close it for the elements and
That's
stuff.
true.
Like that'd be the only bad part.
Yeah.
So no, football's meant to be played outside. That's why I hope they never put a dome over Lambeau. I will not be happy if they do that.
I bet there is a day that all the stadiums are domes. Might not be in our lifetime, but it will be happening. Because like people don't like to be uncomfortable.
Well, boo-hoo for them.
I agree, but
watch the game at home then.
100%. Which I did.
So
I did. I went to a food truck tonight. By the way, I gave me some Lambeau feelings because there was a food truck in Decorah for a fish place, and I went to it and it had a long line, and I did not dress for it, but I was fine except for my feet, and I was like, this feels exactly like I felt at Lambeau. Like, I'm fine, other than my feet are frozen solid.
Yeah, that might be a minor problem.
Yeah. But
that was a fun day. That was a really fun day.
It was a fun day. Didn't know you.
I didn't know you either. Oh, thanks, Cody. So, just one last thing on New England. Do you have any feelings on them going into the game against Denver? Like, based on their performance against Houston, not because of all the other stuff with Denver, but
I mean, they're a very well coached team. They've got a lot of talent. Yeah. They're a physical team, and I think they're capable of being a perennial threat at the AFC. I don't know if they're like I'm not going to say that they're the Patriots of old, but they're a good football team. Like I think, yeah. It reminds me of they remind me of like Pittsburgh or Baltimore, where they're
Yep.
tough physical teams. There's no easy games against them, but they're not unstoppable. People are hyping up Drake May a little bit too much because they want that second coming of Brady, but he's had some games where he's played really well, and physical defenses he has not played very well. He did not play very well. He dropped the ball a lot, but he got away with it, and I think
and also
he just got the easiest path to the Super Bowl you could possibly get.
That's what I was going to say. Like, look at their path. They get to play Justin Herbert. Whoop-de-doo. C.J. Stroud. Whoop-de-doo. And Jarrett Stidham.
Yeah.
That catch by Keyshawn Boutte, though, was nice.
Again, we almost saw Blake Bortles beat the Patriots to go to the Super Bowl? Should have happened.
It should have, if not for a blown call. It does happen.
Yeah.
The Miles Jack fumble recovery.
Ooh, ow.
Okay. So that game was bad on Sunday, like morning or early afternoon. The game Saturday night was bad because that was over
opening kickoff.
After the opening kickoff, yeah. Rashid Shaheed takes the opening kickoff 97 yards, and the Seahawks are up 7-0, and they don't look back.
Yeah, like we said, Darnold played okay. He didn't need to do a thing because their running backs, both of them were running through brick walls.
Which now they're down one of
they are down
running backs.
So they just
Zach
have
Charbonnet.
Yeah, they just have Kenneth Walker III.
Yep.
Who he's been playing well, very well.
Yep.
They have a very good wide receiver in Najigba.
Yep. JSN.
And they have a very, very good defense. The dark side.
Yeah, like I do like the nickname. That actually is pretty good.
You know where that comes from?
Is it from Star Wars?
It is a Star Wars term, yes.
Okay. That's what I kind of assumed, but yeah, their defense is nasty. But also, why did San Francisco run a speed option with their fullback and running back?
Because sometimes Shanahan can't get out of his own way.
To the short side of the field,
the short side of the field. That was
Hey, Cody.
Awful.
By the way, I can't believe I missed this. Who scored the first touchdown of the national championship game last night?
Fullback.
Thank you.
/ tight end.
They are people too. Don't care. He was lined up at fullback. That's what we're giving him credit for.
Yes.
But yeah. So back to the Niners. Poor Brock. He was running for his life all game.
God, he got throttled.
Yeah. So I actually even went to bed kind of before that game was over. I was already getting tired, but yeah, that game was.
It was over
so
early.
Bad. Yeah.
You know what game wasn't over early?
Would that be the Rams and Bears game?
Yeah. The cardiac
and snowy
arrest
in snowy
Bears.
Chicago. Yeah, cardiac arrest Bears. Soon to be the Gare Bears. But
has that been announced yet?
No, it sounds like more and more. I think they might be going to Arlington Heights, where they initially were going to build their new stadium at. It's still going to probably be inside. Which, after what the scene from Sunday night, why would you want to build a dome or an indoor stadium?
That was cool.
You know how I knew though?
All the Ditkas.
I know. Good old Ditka. But you know how I knew that game was going to be special? Did you hear the anthem by Jim Cornelison?
Oh my goodness. Fantastic.
He's awesome.
One of the best national anthems I've heard in a long time.
Everything that he does, it's
Chris
awesome.
Stapleton's was maybe the next one that I can think of that was that good. That was super cool.
Cornelson's the Blackhawks anthem singer.
Okay.
And he also sings Back Home Again in Indiana before the Indy 500. He's freaking awesome.
Yeah, that was
But
special.
somebody said you could hear like a million bald eagles being hatched like when he was finishing up his anthem.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. And then that got Soldier Field into ruckus. It was wow. That was a heck of a game.
It was unexpected. I still think like Stafford's finger is not right because he just doesn't have the touch on the ball that he normally does. I mean, he has pressure. There was a lot of pressure, not just from the opposing team or anything, but just like pressure you put on yourself. But
yep. However, that throw that he made to Devontae in overtime from the opposite hash, wow,
thing of beauty.
Wow. But part of the reason they went to overtime, Ben Johnson again, part of the Dan Campbell school of thought of we're just gonna go for it every time.
Yeah. Sometimes it works.
And sometimes you should just take the points.
Yes. But
Benjamin.
Caleb Williams' last two games has had two of the most miraculous fourth down, beautiful plays I've ever seen.
You know who he feels like? He feels like Tebow.
He does feel like
Tebow would suck. He would suck for 3 quarters, couldn't do anything within structure, but yet every time he got, like, everything went off script, he turned into a god.
Yeah. Freaking drop back, 30 yards on a 4th and 6?
Yeah.
To to put them down 1. I was 100% expecting that to be a missed extra point.
I was too. I think if we have the old overtime rules where you're not guaranteed to touch the ball, they go for 2.
I do too. I agree.
But I personally thought it was the right decision to kick the extra point,
especially at home.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll give Caleb his flowers. That was blatant pass interference on that play, but that was a heck
pass interference.
Throw.
It was.
Yeah.
But
Can I ask you one more question too? And if we've touched on this numerous times, why does that whole McVay-Shanahan coaching tree not know how to run the football consistently?
They don't. It's like they're for their taking. All that you have to do is run the ball, and they're like, "We're gonna pass." Instead of running it, I'm gonna throw 14 screens and 35 balls up the middle. How does that sound?
Like, Kyron Williams averaged over 4 yards a carry.
Yeah.
I don't get it. And honestly, I can say the same thing about Ben Johnson because they were minus when they had 3rd and 4th and 1. They could get whatever they wanted to on the ground, and they decided not to run the ball.
Sometimes football looks so easy.
Yep.
And like we overcomplicate it.
Yep. What did you think of Caleb's pick at the end?
Live for another play.
Yep. Especially with such a clean pocket. He can't play within structure, though.
Yeah, he was standing back there all day long. So when he let go of that ball, I'm like, somebody's got to be wide open. Nope, that's to a defender. All right.
Well, who was it? Luther Burden actually was streaking wide open on the right sideline. Like, he had his man. They come back upfield, and he had his man beat. If Williams just lobs it to him, the Bears win the game. But I don't know. There's just something about him, though. Also, when he's playing within the pocket, whenever he has to throw deep over the middle, everything's high. Like, everything is high. He cannot throw a simple just ball straight in between the numbers, in between the hashes. And I don't know why.
I'll have to watch for that next season.
Well, when they play the Packers week 1, because I guarantee you that's where they're going to have them play, because with the whole handshake gate. Which I was disappointed. NBC didn't show the handshake between McVay and Johnson.
No, they didn't.
I saw a video. There was nothing outrageous about it, which made me sad. I was really hoping for some type of just either quick blow by in the confrontation or something like that.
Yeah. You gotta love confrontation.
Yep. But now the thicker kicker sends the Rams to the NFC Championship game. I love that nickname so much. Too. And now they get part 3 against Seattle.
Is it split? Did they split?
Here's a little fun fact for you. They did split. In one of the games, Matthew Stafford threw for the fewest passing yards he's thrown for all season. In the other game, he threw for the most passing yards he's thrown in a game all season. Cody, you want to take a guess which game the Rams won and which game they lost?
They won the game that he threw for the least.
Correct. And they lost the game that he threw for the most. It makes sense, right?
It makes sense if you don't think about it.
Yeah. Yeah. I am glad that the Rams won because I think that's going to be a lot better game than if the Bears won.
Yeah, I agree.
Because I think Caleb was going to get killed if they had to go against that defense.
But unless he survived till the fourth quarter, then it becomes a game.
That is true.
Somehow,
but I don't think he would have survived.
No. Seattle ain't gonna let the ball off let the foot off the pedal.
No, what do you mean? Are you talking about, like, I don't know, my team?
Yeah.
Which one? The Packers or Indiana? Which one are we talking about?
Well, Indiana did not take their foot off the pedal when they had the opportunity this year.
That is true.
The Packers did, and it might have bit them in the caboose a time or two.
5. Yeah.
Twice against the Bears.
Stupid Chicago. But the Bears still suck. And apparently their cap situation's not good next year. Like, it's really not good. Yeah. So they might have like 1, maybe 2 years, or maybe just 1 more year, and then they're going to really have to do some restructuring.
Huh. But then again, like, if teams are smart, which the Bears have not been proven to do that, you can get out of bad cap situations pretty quickly, a la the Denver Broncos.
You mean because they're still paying Russell Wilson?
Yeah.
To not be on their team?
Yeah. Even though he says he could still play in the NFL. If that's true, I can play in the NFL.
If that's true, I can be a professional race car driver. Which I can't. So, okay, anything else you want to touch on from conference championship weekend at all? Or not from divisional round weekend?
I'm ready for. I'm excited for. It's such a terrible time of the year. Is like the best football is on, but it's so few games, and it's hard to watch it disappear because, like, what am I gonna watch now?
Golf
Does come on. I'm not gonna watch NASCAR, but I will.
Don't worry, Cody. I'll watch NASCAR for you. I got you.
Thank you. We need somebody to talk about it.
Yeah, that'll be me. So, should we make some picks for championship weekend then?
Okay. Well, this week's picks are brought to you by Trayskull, who makes handmade woodwork for those who believe in sustainable practices and all natural products. Look up Trayskull on Facebook at TRAESKAL. And then tell him that he also offers, he also does handyman services, so message him there. He does have a phone number. I just don't know it yet. I should just ask him, but that sounds like a lot of work. Or he could text me. He does listen, so he could probably text me. I don't know. But tell Scott.
He could leave it in the comments.
He could leave it in the comments. Anyway, he also does handyman services, so yeah, let Scott know that you heard about him from us. And you can also pick up some of his stuff, I think, at Water Street Deli in Decorah.
Sweet.
Whose hours I cannot tell you because I don't think they know him. Yeah, let's go into our picks, though.
All right.
Where is
Cody, AFC Championship game. Are you going with the Patriots, or are you going to go with the Broncos in an upset?
I'm going to go with the Broncos in an upset because I cannot bring myself to pick the Patriots.
No, I can't pick against Vrabel. We'll go with the Pats.
I hear you.
I just want it to be a good game.
I do too.
Like, the problem is, I hate 3 of these 4 teams that are left in the playoffs.
I hear you. Yeah, I
hate Seattle.
I don't like either AFC team at all.
No, same here.
Like, my hope was to be like my perfect playoffs was working out until the Patriots won. So like if CJ Stroud, if it would have been, I'd have been picking Houston over the Broncos, and I'd have felt good about it. But CJ Stroud is not good. Did you see Dan Orlovsky say that they win that game if they have one of 31 other quarterbacks in the NFL?
Oh my gosh. I did not see that.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't think he's wrong, though. That's the crazy thing.
Yeah. That was one of the worst performances I've ever seen from a quarterback.
Like, that was like Nathan Peterman.
I was going to say that. That's exactly who came to my mind.
Good. We're on the same wavelength. I like this.
All right. So you picking the Rams or the Sea Chickens?
I could never pick Seattle. I still have the last NFC Championship game that was played there still gives me scars. I don't like it. But I'm rooting for Devontae Adams to get a ring that he could not get in Green Bay. So we're going with the Rams.
I am also going with the Rams. I want Stafford to get another one.
Yep. I'm fine with Stafford getting another one too.
I am too. I'm very happy with that. I'd be very happy with that. I don't hate the Sea Chickens like you do though. I honestly think as of right now, I think that the Seahawks are probably the better team. The Rant, like I wouldn't have said that earlier in the season, but I've come to realize it, and I just think that I think that Matt Stafford is the best quarterback in the league right now.
Yep. Well, and I also think Chris Shula has given Sam Darnold fits in both games this year. So especially if Darnold's still nursing that oblique issue or injury.
Yeah.
We'll see. It's just nuts.
It is playing it in Seattle. I will say Seattle's 12th man is a big advantage. They have an atmosphere there.
No, you're not wrong. But if anybody can figure it out, I'm pretty sure it's McVay and Stafford.
Yep. I think that'll be a very good game, no matter what.
I think so, too. I'm just glad that's a night game, too, and not the first game.
My father-in-law, big Seahawks fan, he always says, watch Seattle and the Rams play because crazy things always happen when they play.
I think it's just every time that whole division plays against one another. Like, every time Seattle and Arizona plays, something stupid happens.
Yeah, I think he'll actually say that to you, too.
Yeah. So, Cody, we only got 2 of these left.
I know.
Or 2 football weekends left. It's nuts.
Well, 3. I mean, Pro Bowl weekend, we're going to have picks there.
I forgot. I'm sorry. I can't believe I forgot about the Pro Bowl.
Who do you think is going to win the juggling competition, the AFC or the NFC?
The UFL.
You're right. USFL.
That's what I'm rolling with. All right. So, any other NFL stuff you want to touch on at all? Anything else you got?
Don't leave us. I mean, no.
Well, just think about it. The NFL will leave us for about like 2 months, and then we'll get ready for the draft and in Pittsburgh.
I still can't.
And then who knows? Maybe somebody else. Maybe we'll have another head coach that gets fired. You never know. Weird stuff seems to be happening of late.
It has 10 coaches get fired this year.
Yep.
Almost a third of the league.
That's insane. And one of them was not Zach Taylor. That's even more insane.
And another one was not Aaron Glenn.
Also insane. Stupid teams do stupid things. Okay. So, Cody, you had a good idea for our top 5 this week.
I did.
What is it?
We're going to do our top 5 national champion or our top 5 runners up that came so close to their achievement and then fell short.
Yep. So before we give our list for our top 5 is brought to you by the boys at Lick Tags. Lick Tags is servicing Northeast Iowa and Southeast Minnesota in lawn care, snow removal. Might need that this week. Power washing and small engine repairs. Give the guys at Lick Tags a call at 563-203-4238 and tell them that the boys at the Unrelated Sports Podcast sent you there.
Yay! All right. Well, my 5th favorite runner-up is, where did it go? It's going to be I actually have 3 wrestling ones.
Oh my gosh.
Ryan Fulsis in 2004. He was actually a Decorah native. He was a guy I grew up watching. Actually, I still wait on his dad all the time at Fairway. But he was I don't know if he was a 1 or 2 time state champ for Decorah, but he made it to the national championships and fell short back in 2004 at 197 pounds.
Okay, so I'm going to be honest. I really thought we were only doing football ones here.
Oh.
So that's my bad. So I can actually adapt on the fly.
Okay, perfect.
So my number 5, I'm actually going to go with the one from 2 years ago. 2 years ago. Washington losing to Michigan because of my love affair with Michael Penix.
That was
former
rough.
Hoosier.
Yep.
Yeah, and he got the living daylights kicked out of that game too.
That just reminded me of I don't know if you're going to use it, but I'm going to give a little shout out to TCU when they had their
Max Duggan.
Yeah, that was a cool one. They got throttled.
They got throttled big time.
All right. Well, my second, or my number 4, Brandon Sorensen for Iowa. He's actually still on the staff at Iowa, but he in I'd say 2013, 2014, he was a 4-time All-American, and he made the finals his sophomore year and lost to Zane Rutherford, who ended up winning 3 national titles. Zane Rutherford was the only guy maybe one of 3 guys that beat Brandon Sorensen, but Brandon Sorensen could not beat Zane Rutherford, so yeah. And then Brandon Sorensen actually had he did have a pretty bad bout with cancer after college, very shortly after cancer, but he seems to be doing pretty good now, so.
Okay, that's good. I like that.
Yep.
My number 4 is going to be the 2016 North Carolina Tar Heels for basketball. They had Marcus Page as their point guard from Linn-Mar.
Okay.
He hit probably the greatest, most forgotten shot in NCAA history. He had a double clutch 3 to tie the game with, I don't know, about 5 seconds left against Villanova. Only for Villanova to take the ball down the court and hit a trailing Chris Jenkins for a 3 and for the natty. One of the most iconic shots in recent years.
That sucks.
I know. I really wanted North Carolina to win that.
All right. I'm going to give you a NASCAR.
Oh, okay.
Mark Martin at Daytona. I know it's not a championship, but it's the Super Bowl of motorsports, so it starts this season. Mark Martin losing at Daytona on the last turn.
07 to Kevin Harvick.
That sucked.
I think people were obviously excited that Harvick won, and the fact that it actually happened on the exact date of Dale Earnhardt's passing.
Right.
But then just the fact of it came at Mark's expense.
Yeah. That sucked.
No, I can understand that, Cody. I can understand that. All right, my number 3. This might actually surprise you that is maybe this low. Indiana in 2002 lost the national championship game to Maryland in basketball.
Okay.
That was one of the first times that I can remember where I was upset. I was really upset. And I was like 8 years old at that point. 9 years old.
Wow.
Yeah. And I think they even led at halftime too.
That's rough.
And then, something happened with Maryland and it just all went downhill. So, yeah, Indiana losing the 2002 national championship game in basketball. That's where we're going.
All right, well, my number 2 is recent. Spencer Lee losing in the Olympic finals, gold medal match. That was pretty heartbreaking. I also realized how bad, like my Apple Watch was telling me it basically thought I was running a marathon at the time because my heart was racing so fast. And yeah, I also don't understand the rules of freestyle well enough yet, but that was gut wrenching to watch Spencer Lee get all that way just to lose in the finals.
Where are we at? Number 2?
Yep.
It's actually a game that I did talk about earlier, very briefly. It's the 2002 national championship game between Miami and Ohio State.
Yep.
I really wanted Miami to win that game, and they got robbed. They got absolutely robbed because of some bogus pass interference call.
Yeah, they did.
Like that's one of the first national championships I actually remember watching.
Okay.
And yeah, just how that game ended. I mean, and that's Ohio State of all teams to win that. That's my number 2.
My number 1, I don't think this will be surprising in any way, shape, or form, but it would have been the 2009 season, 2010 national championship. Texas Longhorns against the Alabama Crimson Tide. Colt McCoy gets hurt opening drive. And Garrett Gilbert takes over and throws a pick 6 right before half. And Alabama wins the Natty.
Yep. Yeah, that was I remember that. I really want Texas to win that.
Me too.
But all right, Cody, my number 1. We're going to the FCS here. 2005, UNI goes on a Cinderella run to make the Natty in the FCS, only to lose 21-16 to App State. When App State was still that was when they, started their run of 3 straight FCS championships.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I think Eric Sanders was the name of the was UNI's quarterback at that point. Oh, I really thought they were going to win the Natty, and that was not good. Closest any Iowa team has gotten to winning the Natty in the Division I, either bowl subdivision or the championship subdivision. So, yep, UNI again, another championship defeat. That's number 1.
By the way, I want to say that if Indiana can do it, Iowa can do it, right?
Just got to find some people that can pony up. Heck, even with that, I mean,
but you just said
that's true. I know. That's what I was gonna retract my statement though. Like Indiana won without paying guys, without really going into the portal and paying guys. It's all about coaching. Which, believe it or not, Cody, if you coach up a quarterback, look what happens.
Seems to be. You know what? If Iowa had coached up a quarterback, they might have had a Natty.
With their defense, yes.
Yeah. Stanzi?
Stanzi, they might have had a chance. He just got hurt against Northwestern, and then it all went downhill.
That's true.
Which, I don't know, they might still not have gotten in the Natty that year, because that was the same year with Texas and Bama.
Oh, yeah, it was.
So, I doubt Iowa would have made it, because you would have had brands with Texas and Bama.
Yeah.
But still, Like actually, I can't even say the year with Beathard where they lost to Michigan State, where the McCaffrey year of the Rose Bowl, just because Beathard played well too. But even the years after that, where they've had competent defenses that just they can't get over the hump offensively. So anything is possible. You just got to find a complete certified nut like Kirk Cignetti to be your head coach.
And then you can have an opening touchdown by a fullback because they are people too.
See, that's why Indiana won the game last night. Strictly because of that.
Fullback. FBU.
Cody, they won the freaking Natty. I have not stopped smiling the whole day. I really can't believe it.
I am going to do everything I can tomorrow to bring you down.
Don't you do that every day?
I do. That's what I'm here for.
So, but yeah, everybody make sure
Not
to
today.
Yeah. Thanks, Cody. But make sure to rate, review, like, subscribe, leave us a comment. Leave us some questions, any top 5 topics that you may have, any pests that you may have too. Heck, maybe we're the pest.
I am the pest.
I mean, probably more so Cody than me.
I am the pest.
Yes, you are. But on that note, Hoosiers. Yeah, you have anything else you want to say?
Peace.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, everyone, for listening. And we'll catch you next week.
Peace.